this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive was a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Grabs it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. In the red area, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Bachmeier. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Throwing Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Gets it out quickly. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Gets a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Russell, pocket breaking down, fires to the tight end. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Motion from the back. Keelan Russell shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Throwing Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Under fire. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. This is a designed run. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Russell. Back swinging for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Russell moving out to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. And they got it.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, we had no shot. Defenders bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Russell. Got his man. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Russell will throw for it on fourth. Finds the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the heat. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball, they take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Russell. He's taking the shot. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
To the air on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Keelan Russell. Here's a heat. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Throwing Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find.
Makes the grab in their space.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And it's no good. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Russell. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Duke Blue Devils.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
And it's the Jaguars with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finds his man. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Keelan Russell fires quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Spits it out to the back. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
There's a crease. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the 1st half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the 2nd half.
Makes the grab. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Cougars. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
2 Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They're working that left side. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Throwing Russell. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Complete in the middle.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They'll send the back in motion. Russell. Under fire. Working that left side. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. There he goes. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Calls his own number. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
BYU 11.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. holding's over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Maybe a crease. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in this.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell from the gun on third down. Quarterback adapting. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job for...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeyer. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up.
Touchdown, BYU! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
They'll go to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Throwing Russell. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the back. Russell. Forced out of the pocket. Going for 6. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Well, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
There's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And with that kick, man, we got a 1-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keelan Russell. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Now here's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, Defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain.
Here's got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best two-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a two-point try to tie the game. Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. Incomplete. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier.